Now, April is a travesty, but let's not forget the bastardization of one Donatello. Good day and welcome. It's the end of chivalry, the gentleman bastard.
You know what it is? It's the vulgar one, the vulgar son, the vulgar desperado.
We over here representing the Jabberjaws. So, y'all realize they've destroyed this boy Donatello, right?
For many years now.
And it don't make any damn sense because this boy's one of the best turtles that's out there. Like,
Yeah.
he just happens to be smart on top of it.
And they just keep making our homie nerdy. But before we get into it, you know what to do.
Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit a comment. You know what it is.
Thank you very much. Alright, let's start on the looks here. Now, as these series progress, take like the 012 animated series and then going all the way to Michael Bay. They just keep adding weird nerd things, I guess, if you want to call them nerdy. Like, the nigga had a gap tooth in the 12.
Exactly, like, the hell, they're mutant ninjas, right? So, if the mutant aspect, why would they have any type of flaw?
And even just, bigger. Like, a gap shouldn't be, like, the nerdy thing. Like, oh, you're a nerd, so here's a gap in your teeth. And you're like, I don't know if that's the case. Michael Strahan was all-time defensive end lineman, was, had a big gap, still has a gap, and he on Good Morning America or whatever. But like the point being is they keep adding these weird, and I don't want to, call them handicaps, but like kind of, because then you take the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles and he's wearing glasses, yet these niggas glasses. He can't see, and yet these niggas have super strength. They're bulletproof. They're fucking 7 feet tall. Yep. Like they're very, very
unstoppable monsters.
And yet here we are watching him not being able to see. And I guess you can make the argument. Oh, he can't see because of books. He's reading.
Always on that computer. The screen's too close to it.
And sure, but it's still kind of like a weird kind of cop out. And the same thing with this most recent, like Donnie and the Mutant Mayhem, like, again, he's rocking glasses, he's looking extra nerdy, got way more, tech gear on him, just like, also in Rising of the... I almost forgot another one.
That Rising
I don't think
one.
he wore glasses, but he had, like, a tech backpack or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, they just make this nigga extra nerdy, and
it's like being smarts makes it to where he has to fit this role now. He can't just be a smart ninja. He has to be the nerdy smart ninja. He couldn't just be the one who has a little bit more smarts, a little bit more like tech knowledge and all that stuff, but still be a ninja like his brothers. They have to make him a nerd, and I mean, it's getting bad. Like we were talking about it. He's making him the butt of every single joke in a sense.
Right.
Almost.
And now, granted, I understand in this trailer, it's just one joke and everybody could be, but he gets the side thrown into his fucking leg, and I'm not sitting there saying that can't happen to any other turtle, right? But when you look at some of these shows progressively, and mind you, didn't watch Rising, thought that shit was trash. Did really, really like the 012 one. If that's not the number 2 series, it's number 3. It's a really, really, really good one. But, if you compare who Donatello was to, his original comic book version and the 03 version of him, it's like, yeah, he's very smart and stuff like that. But, his ninja skills aren't as lacking as I would say they are in some of the more modern versions of him.
Definitely.
And each version seems to kind of diminish that a bit. And in this new, very teenage, prepubescent Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Seth Rogen Mutant Mayhem coming out, I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing. Because again, they keep throwing fucking glasses on him,
exactly,
man.
The
and
glasses,
listen, I'm a glasses wearing nigga, but like... He don't need glasses when he's ninja actioning.
Exactly. It doesn't make no damn sense.
Then
his glasses get broke. What are we going to do?
If I'm murking somebody, I'm I'm going to pass the person next to me. Hey, hold this while I handle this light work. Exactly. Or I'm putting him in my pocket. You don't wear glasses to the showdown.
No, you never do. So why does he always have to have them? Exactly. In front of a computer, if you want to make him have them, in front of a computer. Okay, there you go. There's one route. He got glasses. Right. But in the middle of fights, in the middle of having to do action, he's got glasses 24/7. That doesn't make any damn sense.
Take that shit off.
All right, make it easy for us.
Please. Now, we briefly touched on this, but one other thing that leads to the bastardization of one Donatello is his newfound reliance on technology. In more incantations of the different shows, whether it's the TVs and the movies, whatever, they have him backpacked up with gears. He's got to use his technology when he's using mystic weapons in the Rising. He's just only wanting to use electronics. It's like, it's dumb. This man is a ninja.
Trained as a ninja since Splinter found him. We're talking exactly 15 years of
ninjutsu, basically.
And this fool said, yo, fuck this bow staff. I got this backpack. I got these specs. I got this computer.
And it's not like, I don't mind the addition of it. The problem is the reliance of it.
Exactly.
It just kind of takes away from his physical prowess. The bow staff is a sick weapon. We've all imagined ourselves using that shit. Darth Maul, you know what it is. But
everybody.
they act like, he and I get it, and I'll be real, in a TV show, especially, you have so many episodes, you gotta tell different stories, you can, you can, and that's not to say that maybe even the old cartoon or the old comic books didn't have moments where Donnie was, Splinter might have had to have a talk with him about this kind of shit.
Exactly.
But as I notice, it seems he gets weaker, whereas before, and I get it, you're expanding, but now he's blinder. Now he doesn't even want to use mystic weapons. Now he doesn't, want to fight at all. He just and it's well, let's not act like he wasn't with the shits.
Exactly. The fool was always there, always going in, ready for all of everything. But now, if he doesn't have this damn backpack of miracles, he's just going to say, oh, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be since when? He made all of the vehicles that everybody had. He made the little extra types of Ninja Star type shit that to help them out. Yeah. Not to sit here and make it to where this is how I fight now, guys. This is the only way I know how to do things.
And again, comedic effect, I understand it, but there will be episodes and movies where he's afraid,
exactly.
And it's I get the comedy point of it, I'm not trying to be a stick in the mud, but again, this is a ninja we're talking about, and what should fear him should be Shredder and actual fucking, real shit. Not just the fight in general. Not Raphael. You know what I mean? Sometimes they have him so scared of his own brothers, you'd be well, I can understand him being hey, this one's a beast, but he's still not a bitch. Yeah, and I think that's kind of the problem with modern Donnie is that
more tech makes him to where he's way more wuss.
Bitch made, and
24/7.
It's unfortunate because, all four turtles are sick and gangster, but I think in this modern era, they're kind of trying to, ham up the nerdy kid and, play into that, soft boy, woke era kind of type shit. And they're using Donnie as that scapegoat. Unfortunately,
it's a bad thing. He's a ninja. He's got all the skills, and you guys just want him to only be just nerd. And we got that.
Yeah,
he has those skills, but we want him to be a ninja again. We want him to do the things that ninjas were doing with his brothers, so that they can actually stop Shredder.
Yeah, don't handicap the genius just because he's a genius.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to be Mr. Perfect, but he doesn't have to be so pussy-like.
Yeah,
simple as that.
He doesn't need to be fully held back by whatever he's able to imagine and build.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, honestly, we could probably keep going, but I think those are kind of the two big factors here is they have kind of pussified him in the way he fights, the way his mannerisms, the way he kind of handles situations, and it's a little unfortunate.
His whole demeanor.
Yeah, Donatello is one of the all-time greats, just like the rest of the Turtles. They are a sick, cohesive team, one of my favorite, franchises, period. And I don't really and Donatello is not my favorite turtle, but I don't like what they're kind of doing to him because it's subtle and people just, know him as the bow staff genius. And it's unfortunate that they're just going to let that happen, not realizing that Donatello's that nigga.
It should be more based off of both of those words. He's the bow staff genius, not he's just the genius. Yeah. He is a bow staff genius. He wields that as a master. Exactly. Let's get him back to his master status. And then he can do computers on the side.
Exactly. You know, like, put some respect on the boy's name. That's all we got to say. But you know what it is. It's the vulgar one, the vulgar son, the vulgar desperado.
Just might be the end of chivalry, gentleman bastard.
We are the Jabberjaws, and we'll catch you on the next vid. Peace.
Have a good one.